Hello everybody and welcome to this video. I'm going to show you how to land on the moon in Spaceflight Simulator 1.5 Foundation Update and then land safely back on Earth. So I will try my best to use the free parts because I got all of the DLCs for free for being an OG user, but this is a rocket I use most of the time to land on the moon. But just in case you don't have the DLCs and you just got the game, this is the rocket you will want to build. So you can just copy after me. So you need 3 of these guys. Then just like that. So this will be the first stage. I'm gonna use those. Pretty sure those are the free. And then these detachables over there. Then let's make the second stage. Like that. This will be our second stage. Now our third stage, which will be the lander. So I think this one is free. If not, you can just do this and this. It will have the same amount of fuel. So we have our lander here. Boom. Let's put some people and a parachute. So this will be our rocket. So yeah, I'm just gonna paint it. Okay, well, this is cool, I guess. And let's land on the moon. So the first thing you want to do is turn on all the engines, go to 100, and start the engines. So you just want to keep an eye up in the right corner where you can see your height and velocity. When your height reaches 200 meters or 2 kilometers, you will start to turn right or left. I'm going to turn right for this video. Just slowly tap the turning button until you reach. When you reach 10 kilometers or 10,000 meters, you should be at around 45 degrees. I'm out of fuel. Let's detach those. Well, shit. That's okay. Hopefully that didn't happen for you. We can just use our second booster. I think it's good enough to get us into orbit. So just keep your spaceship sideways. And this, as you can see, like this dome, well, this is our path that we will go. But if we keep on boosting, it will like go around the Earth. And that's how you orbit. So you just keep on pushing with the engines. You can see that it is slowly moving. You can see those pixels. It is moving. Do you see my notifications? I'm sorry. But yeah. So there's another good way if you just accelerate until this to this dot here. It will expand faster. You can just skip this part if you want to, and this is the most boring part. You just have to wait a little bit. Now you can see that this area is forming reach low Earth orbit. So this is our orbit here, and this is the highest point. This is the lowest point of your orbit. So now what you want to do is zoom out in the map, click the moon, and press navigate to. So you can see the transfer here. Let's just accelerate to that area. Okay, now that we are near the transfer area, you start turning so you face, so your triangle faces like these dotted lines. Now just accelerate when you reach the dot. So what we are doing here is we are expanding our furthest point by accelerating at our lowest point. So this ring will turn into like a weird stretched egg, and it will go to your orbit will go to the moon. So now we have to use most of our fuel. Our fuel is decreasing rapidly. It is at 14, 13 and 12% right now. But when you reach these dots here, when this goes very close, it will accelerate super quickly, so you have to slow down the engine so you don't overshoot. And when it says here encounter, you can see here this is our orbit, so let's just get this as close as we can to the moon without a crash landing. And if you go accidentally into the moon, so as you can see here, if you accidentally do this, you can just go to your spaceship here, turn yourself around in the other direction and boost in the other direction. Like that. Stop. Okay. So when we are in the other direction, so it goes the other direction here. But now we just okay, now we just accelerate the time until we reach the moon's gravitational influence, which is this bubble around the moon. Oof. Okay. Okay, when we are at this point here, we want to accelerate in the opposite direction of where we are going. So we are traveling that way, and we want to boost in the opposite direction to close the orbit and eventually shrink it into like a crash landing almost. I'm gonna land near my little outpost just for fun. So here you want to save. I don't save all the time, but if you want, you can quick save here, just in case if you accidentally crash land. But I've done this so many times that I don't really quick save. This is our lander here. We were not it really fucked us fucked me when I accidentally destroyed that middle booster. That guy was supposed to get me into Earth's orbit, but I had to use the moon's engine to get me into orbit because it failed. So don't put your if that happened to you, just put the separation thing more down, more like near the engines, so so they don't crash into each other. Okay, now we just time accelerate until we are around 40% down, and we boost. So as you can see, I am at 13.5 kilometers right now, and our velocity is shrinking a lot. So we want to have our velocity at very low points, because we do not want to be crash landing into the moon at 100 meters per second. Now we just slowly accelerate down until we can't time warp anymore. Just like that. You can see our velocity. So this is a way, if you want to make an outpost, you just deaccelerate on top of your outpost and slowly fall down to it. And if the line is too far, you can just accelerate. As you can see, I'm pointing outwards from the dome, and it goes outwards the line here. Well, that's just later thing, stuff you can do later in the game. Let's slow it down. Okay, now we want to use our eyes the most. Let's go to 80%. Let's zoom in. So if the arrow points up, we are going up. So we want to be going down, but not too fast. If we are going more than, I think it is 10 meters a second or 8, our landing gear and our booster will get destroyed. So we do not want that to happen. As you can see, I have my little outpost over there. So now you just want to keep your engine on and use the throttle. Now we just need to keep us below 5 meters a second. And cut the engines. Boom. We have landed on the moon with 60% more fuel to spare. So I have these little outposts there. There are no humans there. It's just a start of an outpost I'm making, Because for some reason my old save... Wait, what? What's going on? No, 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 no. Oh, I accidentally clicked that. But for some reason my old save got deleted in the update. But I didn't really care, it was a big mess. So hopefully that didn't happen to you if you have played the game before. Yeah. We have landed on the moon, and now let's go back home. There is no reason to land on moons or planets or anything. This game is just a simulator, it's just for fun. So you can just leave immediately. There's no research to collect or anything. I wish there was like a career mode in this game. So you had limited amount of money and you had to get research to earn money. But you can always play creative like this. But I guess this game is still in beta. It is just released its roadmap. But yeah, future updates maybe. But as you can see, our kilometers, or we accelerate like super quickly on the moon because the gravity is much lower. So we do not need as much fuel. We don't need to go as high because there's no atmosphere. And plus, parachutes do not work. Because there is a vacuum. And there's no air to make the air parachute catch. But just like this, 20 kilometers in the air. Let's select the Earth. Navigate to. Now that we have an orbit around our moon, we can do the same that we did on Earth. So we just go here, go to the transfer location, and turn in that direction. Just like that. It will expand super quickly, so do not like slowly bring down your percentage of things. But this will pop up, as you can see. Sorry, I'm not very good at speaking English, but yes. Okay, so it's here, and it is. Let's wait until we reach 40 kilometers. Boom. Okay, and now we just accelerate again. Let the gravity do the rest for us. We don't have to waste any fuel. This looks like a death trap that I made here, but these are just 3 satellites orbiting in a space station. And your satellites do not work in the game. I just made like it looks like a satellite. So when we are at this point, we go in the opposite direction of our thingy and boost. As you can see, our circle will shrink. And again, let's make it a crash landing. But this time we do not have to land with a booster. We can waste all our fuel here because there's air on Earth, and that will slow us down rapidly. And we can use the parachute too. I'm in low Earth orbit. And I am on a collision course with Earth right now. So last time when I did this, I detached my pod of the booster and they crashed into each other, and the booster killed the pod, or destroyed it, and it was just gone. Only thing left was the parachute and one leg of the landing gear. But now that we are out of fuel, let's turn away from each other like this. Boom. Now we go away from each other, as you can see. So we will not crash into each other and destroy each other. But let's go down to Earth and let's face Earth like this. So our flat area grabs the air more. Hopefully I will slow down so I won't crash land. But this circle will shrink on its own because of the air friction. And we won't. Maybe. Okay. But yeah, you can see our velocity rapidly shrinking because of the air friction. And we can deploy our parachutes at 2 kilometers. And we have to be going slower than 250 meters, I think, to deploy the parachute. But I think we are safe. Yes, we are safe. Alright, now we just crash land or parachute into the Earth's atmosphere. I don't like there's no oceans, because it's just completely green planet. Oh yeah. Here we go. We have reached 2 kilometers. I'm gonna deploy at 1 kilometer so I don't have to wait. So I don't have to wait too long, because the parachute brings our velocity down so much that we have to wait at least 5 minutes before we hit the ground or land. And it will fully deploy at 100 meters, by the way. So now it's just being dragged and... Oh no, okay, 200 meters, it fully deploys. Now we just go down. And if you are having a bigger rocket landing, I'd bring more parachutes. Like put them on the sides of the boost, like a fuel tank or something. Okay, and landed. Okay, now we just end the mission. Reached Earth's upper atmosphere, escaped Earth's atmosphere, reached low Earth orbit, entered the sphere influence of the moon, captured into moon's orbit, landed on the moon's surface, reached low moon orbit, escaped the sphere influence of the moon, descended to low Earth orbit, entered Earth's upper atmosphere, entered Earth's lower atmosphere, safely returned to Earth. So yeah, and if any spaceflight simulator developer is looking at this, you guys should make like, so the Earth here, as you can see, so the North Pole will be at top, the middle of the Earth here, and it will be like in 2D if you're looking down on Earth. So if there's the Atlantic Ocean, let's say Atlantic Ocean is over here, this area, it will be water, and if there's North America here, it will be ground, and then there's Pacific Ocean here, and then we have China, and all those areas, and the Sahara Desert, and again the Atlantic Ocean, and then America again. So yeah, it will be cool if you guys made it like that, because now it's just on the map it's a blue ball, and when you just zoom out normally it's a green. But yeah, it will be pretty cool. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll maybe see you in my next video if I make another one. Goodbye.